Alright, this... I hate this game. I hate this game at this point. Jump rope sucks! What's up, everybody? Sparrow Gun here from Sleepless Nights with another episode on the Space Engineers Inspiration series. We're starting things off today with the ArchDruid. Pretty sure that's the name. This ship is actually pretty freaking cool from what I can tell so far. Mainly because not only is the art style and the design really unique and super sci-fi-y, but it's also 3 ships, if my understanding is correct, which is really, really neat. Essentially, these 2 longer, I guess, legs, if you want to call them that, or spires, maybe is maybe a better term. They're basically 2 separate ships that are docked with the bigger one, or with the core, if you want to call it that. So overall, it looks like one big ship, and it looks really neat. And I really like the ridge design, where you've got the dark colored inset and then the lightly colored kind of texture to it, where there's kind of this, you know, all this different ridge work and everything. I really, 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 really like that design. I think it's really neat. But yeah, on top of it looking really cool, then it actually separates, which is awesome. Now, in a ship this interesting, I believe the next step for me, personally, is to find the door. Oh, wait, maybe. Nope, that's a window to the bridge. Let me in. Let me in. I love that thud. That's so great. Doomp. Okay, so we need to find a door, which I kind of expected to be somewhere on the top, maybe on the side. Side's also a good place, if I don't fly away. Alright, I do see a way that I might be able to get in, as long as this isn't a window. It is not a window. Okay, cool. So this does not look like the way you're supposed to enter the ship, but it is a way to enter the ship. Though, I could be wrong. This is a fairly unique design idea, like it's kind of all spacey and sci-fi kind of thing. It doesn't really look like it's following, you know, make it look like a battleship or anything, so maybe this is a front door. It's definitely some kind of shuttle or fighter bay. And if we turn our lights off, we can see kind of this yellowish gold mood lighting, which I think is pretty good. I think it's spread out enough that you can kind of see what you're doing, but it also has a bit of that atmosphere to it as well. So that's the hangar, carrier bridge, docking port. I love builds that have signs. I just wish I actually read them half the time. Alright, so we have, ooh, again, very well lit. We have one of the carriers here, which is basically one of the arms. Don't tell me there's an airlock. Don't you? There's an airlock right here. Right on the flight deck, basically. So, essentially, this ship carries 2 carriers, is kind of the idea, which is really cool. I really love modular ships like that. The whole Enterprise that can detach the saucer thing. Ever since I saw that kind of stuff, it was just like, oh, this is so cool. Alright, so we have our main carrier or in flight seat there. It does say it's not the main cockpit because it's currently still connected. So before we go detaching things, let's actually poke around the rest of the ship. Now, I believe that's all there really is to see on the carriers themselves. The interesting part to me is I don't know where they separate. That's what I think is so intriguing. It might be right here at the airlock, possibly, but the connection point is very well hidden, in my opinion. You can even fly out here, and it's very hard to tell where the ships actually disconnect at. So obviously this should be all carrier more than likely. You know, It looks like it's back in here somewhere. I'm not too sure where the actual detachment point is. But yeah, it's very well hidden. I really like it. I don't like some things where they look super obvious, so when you look at a ship like this and go, this is cool, it might be right here, actually. I think I'm kind of... that's a conveyor. I don't know. I'm not really sure. But the fact that I can't figure it out is a good sign. That's a very good sign. I like this hallway, too. I really got to start using this more. The alternating ramp and slope style to make more depth and texture to your hallways. Really cool technique. Really like it. Ah, here it is. Here's the connection point right here. So everything that we just saw was all part of the carrier. So that's probably why this works so well, is the connection point is way back in the back. So it's very, very difficult to actually notice it. Because you're expecting something a little further up. That's really cool. And we are going to detach them and everything. I just wanted to check out how the ship actually moves and flies as the main all-together ship. So we've got a cargo container and some oxygen, looks like an oxygen generator, I think, right there. Main hallway over here. Oh, it's got an auto door. Okay, carrier wing. Looks like an oxygen tank and a very cool Star Wars-esque hallway. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. These ramp things work really well as the Star Wars... What did we decide this was? Hexagon? I think? 2, 4, 6. Yeah, hexagon. So we have a medical bay and some cryo chambers here. Also looks like we have some gyroscopes on the other side of these windows. Also note the window usage here is really well done, as the slope is slightly more pronounced than the ramps that are nose to nose, so it actually gives another layer of disconnected depth. I really like this too. This is a great way to do this, where you have the bases together and then you have the nose together. And then if you did another set of base frames or whatever, you would essentially get the same shape, the same design, but with another layer of depth, which I think is super awesome. Now, one thing I'm noticing here, we have the carrier entrances on the sides, and we have the cryo chambers. I guess the middle is the main ship jump drive here. So this must be the... Ooh, this is a neat way to do things. That's pretty cool. I like it. Ah, okay, so here's the main bridge for the actual core part of the ship. So we've got some programmable blocks, some flight seats. Oh! A hidden door to the engine room. Let's go check that out first. Yeah, I really like this overall. Oh, this is yet another good example of a hallway design. You can actually do the same thing with the base, but then do, I'm assuming, a half slope, or half block, and then do another one, and it still keeps that kind of squared, angular shape, but it adds a bit more of a curve than the ramps together. So that's another really, really cool trick. And it looks like they did the same thing here with glass and the noses of the ramps. I really, really like this. This is very cool, and it looks like this is actually the edge of large reactors, if my eyes aren't deceiving me. Then we have yet another really cool building technique, which is to make columns out of this shape by using half slopes and the bases for the corner ramps. I really like some of these hallway designs. It's really, really cool. This is another interesting way to add some more depth. You do the nose to a full block. Well, no, actually this is a half block, isn't it? Yeah, it's a half block. And then you do the nose that off of the last column, and it kind of adds an inset focal point type of thing, which is really cool. I also noticed this. This is actually a neat design because it allows you to wrap around corners and keep the same hallway design. Really, really like this. Alright, so we have production modules over here, which is, funnily enough, all of our production modules. Assemblers, refineries, and so on. And like I said before, if I'm flicking my lights on and off, it's so... I kind of want to show the actual lighting of the ship. Whoop, bumped the mouse. Didn't mean to do that. But I know sometimes people have said that it can be a little dark on video, so every now and again I like to turn my lights on just to make sure you guys can see what all's going on. We have another production set over here. So overall, I think it's really cool. Really like the interior and exterior design. Functionality aside, I do love the modular side of this, but functionality aside, I just like how this ship is designed. Has a lot of angular, but yet it's also very symmetrical at the same time. There's even this kind of pillar shape too that they're making use of. Really, really cool. Really like this. I've seen a couple of these ships in this series. This builder has done a couple of different ships in this style. But a lot of them were smaller ships, and I didn't think I could get enough meat out of showing them off because they didn't have much interiors and they were a little smaller. This was the first one that I saw that was actually like a big ship that I noticed, and it was like, ooh, finally I get something I can really show off the style of. Alright. I also like the thruster designs on the back and things. These little half circle, half moon, crescent moon, probably more so than half. Really like that. That's pretty cool too. And then you got thruster pods on the side. I just like the design. Like, there's just not much about this ship I don't like the look of. Alright, what do we got here? Jump drive, main hull, hydrogen engines. Doesn't look like we have control of anything else, which makes sense. Most of the controls for the carrier wings are in the wings. So it actually accelerates pretty decently. Turning is a little slow. Or not turning. Well, yeah, turning's a little slow. But again, it's carrying two carriers, so it's kind of to be expected. So yeah, it moves pretty well. It's not a fighter, but it's not designed to be. It does seem to decelerate fairly slowly, though. Probably because you've got these big thrusters on the back, and not a lot of big thrusters in the front, which is probably why it's taken for a long time to slow down. So that's something to keep in mind when you are flying it. I also like these little secluded hidden solar panels in the top as well. It looks like maybe the bottom. Can't quite tell. But yeah, so I really like that. I'm going to wait for it to slow down for a second, and then we'll check how to detach and fly the carriers. Alrighty, so we have since stopped, and we are now in the cockpit of the left carrier wing. So let's see how this works. Now, according to the description, we have the back hydrogen thruster, which the back ion engines, which obviously both of these are off because it's docked, so you wouldn't want those thrusters to be on. Then we have a couple of docking cameras on the left and right for alignment. We have connectors and the merge block. We also have the primary, like, all hydrogen thrusters and a landing gear. Alright, so if we tab over to 5 and 6, we can see that this is the back airlock that's connected to the main hull. So let's see, if we disconnect the connector, we turn it off. Let's see, what else? We can detach and then turn on our back thrusters and move forward. And look at that! We have a full, another 2 ships attached to this ship with these 2 carrier wings. That's pretty freaking cool. And actually, these do fly pretty well. They're pretty nice. Again, being smaller in size and profile, they're, you know, a little bit lighter. So yeah, I really like this design. I really, really love the modular side to it. I think that's really, really cool. So yeah, I had to show this one off. So that's going to do it for this one. Let's move on to the next one. Alrighty, so next up we have this behemoth, which is the Super Destroyer Sentanara. Sentanara? Sentanara, I think. I don't remember exactly. Yeah, this thing is ridiculous. Now, this particular build, I'm not showing off as much in the terms of building techniques as much as just sheer awe-inspiring building and time. I have no idea how much time this had to have taken. But honestly, one of the big reasons that I grabbed this one, I have been in a huge Star Trek kick lately, and this immediately reminded me of a board ship. All it needed was some green, honestly. If it had just had some green color accents, board ship. Done. Between the square kind of angles to everything just kind of goes to a square and drops off. And then all the different random chaotic patterns in here, it's just insane. Now, I don't know what kind of interior is in here, or if there is one, or if the thing's just a monstrosity meant to scare people. I'm not really sure, other than you could get some really cool atmospheric shots through here in the middle. Oh, it does have some green! It does have some green. Oh, and then there was the thruster thing down here. These Titan engines look very good on this. Yeah. Yeah. It's just, I don't know. This thing just looks beast. So I had to show it off just because it was kind of a crazy work of someone's imagination, basically. Like I said, there's not any particularly inherent, like, building techniques or anything that I see other than just it's very, very random in terms of the pattern. It looks like there may be a science to it, but it looks very random. And I almost hazard a guess to say maybe this was done, the body anyway, was done in like 3D, like a 3D modeling, and then brought over, and it was using some kind of random array modifiers or something, because I cannot see building this by hand. If this was done by hand, I might actually lose my mind. That might actually blow my mind. If somebody actually did this by hand. Because this is insanity. Also, the amount of these huge cannons that are on here, these turrets, I'm scared to fire these. They look dangerous. They look very dangerous. Scared and excited at the same time to fire one of these. I can't wait, actually. So it seems that we don't have gravity, and there doesn't seem to be the traditional interior. I can't say that there's any real interior to this ship. It honestly looks like something you would see in a sci-fi movie, you know, when you meet the aliens and their ship doesn't have like an interior, it's just like a moving ship, like the ship pieces are just moving around inside. It's kind of what it looks like. So let's get in here. Good grief. I cannot believe this thing is flyable in any capacity, honestly. I'm not seeing anything set up on the hotbar, so we're going to do a little bit of messing about here. So let's just grab this, and I want to do a take control of on that one, just to see what the weapons actually do. But movement, this should be fun. I guess because of the Titan engines on this thing, it actually accelerates at a scary level. Like, it can actually move quite quickly. Turning, it's more of a battleship in terms of turning radius and things like that. It does not turn and rotate and move very quickly. But when you have all these weapons, I don't know that you really need to. So this is controlling one of the turrets or cannons. Now I don't know where I'm pointing, so I'm just going to point up at the sky because that seems safer. What was that? Okay. Let's actually... I don't know what turret I had control of there. It looks like that front one. That's what it looks like. So, oh, I know. Is there a group? There is a group. Alright, what we're gonna do is totally break my computer. I'm going to toggle the enable idle animations. And we're gonna have a shoot once button. And then I'll clear that. So, the idle animations should give you a better indication. Oh, that's the main turrets, not the nose? I guess the nose has one. That's weird. Those two in the front aren't technically part of this group. Well, that's odd. But that should give you a better indication, because there's turrets all over this thing. You can probably see them. Now, if we fire them, I think everything's going to break. Definitely breaks the sound. I have no idea what kind of damage these things actually do. I've never actually seen them before, to be honest. I guess we're still reloading all of them. So yeah, like I said, not really so much of a building example of things you can do and stuff, but just kind of a crazy showcase of, you know, just somebody that had a very, very large ship idea and decided to actually try it. Again, I really would be interested to hear about how this was actually constructed due to all the random patterns. I'm seeing a pattern to the randomness, which does make me think that this might have been done in 3D modeling software. I'm not 100% sure, but it would be a safe guess. But still, it looks like if the Borg had some kind of battleship, which I thought was very impressive and very amazing. So, with that, we'll wrap this one up, and let's move on to the last one. Alrighty, so last but certainly not least, we have the Skyrunner obstacle course, which I'm super excited about, because it's pretty darn creative, if you ask me. Now, let's actually do a flyby first. Just so you guys can kind of get an idea. This is actually, we've seen a couple of them, a couple of course things that were done in a way of like flying courses or space courses. This is the first one I've seen that was actually a person, like an astronaut course. So, yeah, this looks awesome. I'm probably going to do terrible at it, but, you know, it'll be fun. It'll be fun. So, you're not allowed to use your jetpack. I read this in the description. Not allowed to use your jetpack except for returning. And I believe that'll be stated here. So, welcome to the Skyrunner course. Your timer will start once you cross the white start line. The timer starts at 10 minutes and counts down to 0. Press the red button at the end of the course to stop the timer. You may only use your jetpack to fly back to the beginning of an obstacle if you fall off. Now, that says beginning of an obstacle. Should be sprinting when trying to jump. I thought you had to start the whole thing over. Apparently, it's actually starting over. Oh, and then there's a timer, or a record time. That's awesome. So apparently, according to the way that I'm reading this, you can actually go back to the beginning of an obstacle with your jetpack, which is interesting. Alright, so let's get going. Clock activated. Started. Player 1. I don't actually see the clock, so I hope it's there. Oh, crap. I already failed. Already failed. Alright. So according to this, we should be able to do that. I don't think I cheated. We'll see. By the way, it's like being a super soldier, because there's no way I should have landed that jump. Oh, I hate you. Skinny walkways are terrible. I hated them in the Minecraft obstacle courses. I hate them in this one. They're not too bad, though. It's a lot better than trying to jump on fence posts and things. Oh, jeez. That's one way to do fireworks, I suppose. Yep. Alright. Nope. Didn't. Nope. Nope. Didn't make it. Alright. There should also be, maybe in like a 2.0 version of the course, there should also be like a... Come on! Oh, no, crap! There should also be like a how many times you failed. I don't know how it would. I don't know how it would keep track of that, other than just the honor system kind of thing. Nope, coming at this at too much of an angle. Oh, we made it. I don't like this. I don't like this anymore. Like I said, this actually isn't too bad when you compare it to those Minecraft obstacle courses that had you running on fence posts and things. Those are terrible. Oh, geez. Okay. This, I'm not sure. I guess we have to run at an angle. Oh, no. Oh. Barely. Barely made that. Actually, I gotta admit, I'm not a yellow fan, but that's actually not a bad color. That's kind of cool. So, yeah. This is pretty freaking awesome, if I do say so myself. I think it's a lot of fun. I thought it was a lot of fun. I don't like these tire running things. Oh, this is gonna be bad. I want to complete it, but this is gonna be bad. I don't do well with these log running type challenges. Whew. Actually, not too bad. I only had to do it like one time. Or redo it one time, rather. I'm sure there's a timing thing for those, where you have to do it at a certain rate or something, so it doesn't slow you down. Woo! Woo! Look at me go! Look at me go! Alright. This one... I don't know. I don't like this. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I made that. I got robbed. This is a lot of fun, though. It's definitely something different when you think of space engineers. It's not really something you would think about. Woo! Made it. I didn't even know you could walk up that steep of an angle. Oh, now this is cool. You have a glass walkway. Okay, was I supposed to do that? Jiminy Cricket. Okay. I did not know that there would be catapults involved. Oh, I guess I have to crouch down? Oh, it's like an actual... more of like a training obstacle course. I gotcha. Ooh! Never seen a door like that before, or a door hallway like that before. I hate tires and obstacle course. I cannot believe I did that in one go. Hey, now hold up. Hold up. I got bounced off the platform. That ain't fair. Am I supposed to wait for it? No, come on now. Stop bouncing me off. That's not very fair. How did I run and jump off of all of these? I know, I'm probably just supposed to wait for it to come pick me up. Woo! I would have just splattered all over the wall. Alright. I have no idea what my timer is at the moment. Okay. We're going for it. Not good, not good, not good, not good, not good, not good. Oh, come on. I thought I had that one. I thought I could actually salvage that, actually. It did not go well. Go, 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 go. Nope, nope, nope. Not fair. The tire's too long. I'm gonna have to really cut the edge there on that one. Oh, come on! How far do I have to start in advance on this thing? Alright, where's the edge? That's the edge. So, right now. That's as early as I can cut it. Oh, I made it. Alright, this... I hate this game. I hate this game at this point. Jump rope sucks. Now, I wonder, I think I'm just because I don't want to deal with the tires again, I'm considering this a separate obstacle. Alright. Jump! And jump! And jump! Haha! Success! And jump! Oh, oh dear. Oh dear. Oh, no, no, not yet. And you. I feel like I am actually getting better at parkour in this game. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, Really? Had to happen right as I said it, didn't it? Had to happen right as I said I was getting better at it. Alright. Alright. Now. Yeah, got it. So this one, you kind of just have to jump right as you're able to, I guess. Whew, my hands are sweating. Like I'm actually trying to figure. Oh, okay. You have to use the momentum. I gotcha. You gotta use the momentum of the platform and jump at the last second. It would seem. Woo! Alright. I hate this. Oh! Made it. Woo! Oh, come on. I landed that. It's not fair. Ooh. That's probably what these are here for, actually, is to catch you. I don't like this. I don't like this game. That's not what engineer means when they talk about engineering. Okay, yeah, it probably actually is. It's very innovative. Like I said, these pillars on the side are very intimidating, but they actually aren't that bad, considering the physics of the game. Woo! Thank goodness there was glass there. Oh, jeez. Nope, nope. Falling around like a pinball. And time! Oh, that's awesome!
Objective complete.
Oh, that's awesome! Oh, that's awesome! Stars at 10. What was my time? Does it say? I'd have to actually go back and figure out what my time is, and I don't know that I have time for that. Go to player 1 time in control panel to see. Oh, or I could just read like a smart person. Go to player 1 time in control panel. Player 1 time. Okay, time to trigger is 56. So I'm assuming that means I was 56 seconds shy of it starting? Maybe? I'm not sure. Either that or I went over the time. I don't think I'll have time to actually go through and edit that to find out, but you guys can let me know what my time was if you'd like to. This whole course thing, but then the ending part is really cool too. The like firework type display. And I'm guessing if we reset this, those go back. Let me just confirm a theory real quick. So if we hit trigger, is there, or start? Yeah, okay, so time to trigger. So we were 56 seconds shy, so we were at, that would have been, wow, that would have been like 9 minutes and 4 seconds, or something like that. So we cut it pretty close, honestly. If the, BlackArmor, who I believe is the builder of this, is 5 minutes or something, though I messed up quite a bit. But still, it's a really fun course. If you're looking for something a little different, highly recommend it. With that, I think we're going to wrap this episode up here. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, and I will see you all next time. Peace!